Hello students, welcome to AriserTalent. As you know, we are studying the chapter, the fundamental unit of life. This is the very important chapter and this is the first chapter of biology in class 9th. Okay, as we have already studied that in the eukaryotic cell, generally it contains plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. We have already studied about the plasma membrane and nucleus. In my previous lecture, when I told you about the nucleus, I told you that it contains chromatin material. Okay, so now we are going to talk about chromosome. Those chromosomes are made up of that chromatin material. How we will discuss it now. So today our topic of discussion is chromosomes. Okay. What are chromosomes? Actually what happened, chromatin material which is present inside the nucleus, we have already seen that in the structure of nucleus when I told you. So those chromatin material during the cell division, they condense by the spiralization and dehydration and then they convert into the rod-like structure. Those are known as chromosomes. Okay. So here we go with the answer. What are chromosomes? During cell division, chromatin fibers condense and condensed by spiralization and dehydration and forms rod-like structures. These rod-like structures are called chromosomes. These rod-like structures are called chromosomes. Okay, so if we talk about the structure, here we can see its structure. Structure of chromosome, generally it contains two arms. Okay, and in the center there is light colored part, that is centromere. These arms are generally equal in size, so, and these arms are known as chromatids and this light colored part is known as centromere. Okay, so it is the structure of a chromosome. This rod-like structure is known as chromosome, which has two parts. Chromatid means these arms are known as chromatids and the light color center part is known as centromere. Okay, generally it contains what? It contains DNA and protein. Okay, and generally these chromosomes contain the information, hereditary information in the form of genes. Here I can mention chromosomes contain hereditary information in the form of genes. Okay, we can say that chromosome contains the hereditary information of the particular organism in the form of genes. Okay, and these chromatids are made up of DNA and protein. You can mention here DNA and protein. Okay. Now, on the basis of the position of centromere, generally chromosomes are of 4 types. Here we can mention on the basis of position of centromere chromosomes are of 4 types. What are they? They are metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric and telocentric. Okay, so thus we can say on the basis of position of centromere, generally chromosomes are of 4 types: metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric and telocentric. Now what are metacentric? What happens in the metacentric? The centromere is in the middle, okay, and the both the arms, here we can see these both the arms are of equal length, okay, but in the submetacentric the centromere shifted little away from the middle part, okay, thus we can say that centromere shifted to the little away from the middle, and this in this form generally one arm is shorter and another arm is longer. But if we talk about acrocentric, that in this condition centromere comes to the end of the chromosome and then one arm is very short and another arm is very long. But if we talk about the telocentric, then what happens in the telocentric? Centromere reaches to the end of the chromosome and both the arms shifted to the one side. Okay, so here we will discuss about the 4 types of chromosomes. First of all, metacentric. Metacentric chromosome. What are metacentric chromosomes? The chromosome in which centromere is in the middle and 2 arms means chromatids are equal in length. How it happens? Here we go with the structure. And in the middle, it's centromere. Both the arms are of equal length. Okay, this position is known as metacentric. Chromatids. Okay, here we can say that centromere is in the middle. Structure of metacentric. Now next is submetacentric. Submetacentric chromosome. The chromosome in which centromere is little far from the middle and one side arm are short and other side arm little long. One side arms are little short and other side arms are little long. Here we can study the structure. These are chromatids. Okay. Centromere. One side arm is little longer. Okay. One side arm is little shorter and another side arm is little longer because centromere has shifted. Centromere, and these are chromatids. Okay, so it is the structure of submetacentric. Next we will talk about acrocentric. Third one is acrocentric chromosome. What happens in acrocentric chromosome? The chromosome is the chromosome in which centromere is near the end of the chromosome and one arm is shorter and other arm is longer. We can see here. Okay. Chromatid means arms, centromere. Here we can see that centromere has shifted near to the end and one arm is shorter and another arm is longer. Okay. Next is telocentric. Telocentric chromosome. The chromosome in which centromere comes to end of the, or we can say comes to tip of the chromosome and both the arms shifted to one side. One side of chromosome. Okay, here we can see chromosome comes to the end or reaches to the top and chromatids, both the chromatids reaches or shifted to the one side. Okay. they shift it to the one side. Centromere, and these are chromatids. Okay, so these are the types of chromosomes. What are the chromosomes? Chromosomes are rod-like structures. Generally, they are made up of by the division of the chromatin fibers. Okay, when they condense by the spiralization or dehydration, they form rod-like structures that is known as chromosome. And chromosome has two parts, centromere and chromatids. Generally, on the basis of centromere, chromosomes are of four types: metacentric chromosome, submetacentric chromosome, acrocentric chromosome, and telocentric chromosome. Metacentric chromosome, in which centromere is in the center and both the arms are of equal size. Okay, in submetacentric chromosome, centromere shifted to from the middle, and one arm is short and another arm is long in size. Acrocentric chromosome, when the centromere reaches near the end of the chromosome and one side of arms are shorter and another side of arms are longer. But in the telocentric chromosome, when the centromere reaches to the tip of the chromosome, then both the arms shifted to the one side, and this position is known as telocentric chromosome. This was all about the chromosome. Now we will talk about the third component of eukaryotic cell, that is cytoplasm. Next topic is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the third component of eukaryotic cell. Earlier we have talked about plasma membrane and nucleus. We have studied that, and now we are going to talk about cytoplasm. What is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is a liquid or fluid material which is present inside the cell, and we can say that it is present between the nucleus and plasma membrane. As I told you, generally eukaryotic cell, whether it is plant cell or animal cell, there are the three components which are present in all the eukaryotic cell. What are they? Plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. So we have already studied about the plasma membrane, that is the outer covering of the cell, and inside the plasma membrane whatever contents are there, in which nucleus is found, that is the main and largest cell organelle. Now we will talk about cytoplasm. So what is cytoplasm? It is jelly-like substance present in the cell between the nucleus and plasma membrane. Okay, so here I want to show you a diagram. It's just a rough diagram. Okay, it is a cell. Outer covering is plasma membrane, and inside the plasma membrane, here this liquid, jelly-like liquid or jelly-like substance, this is known as cytoplasm. In the center here, its nucleus. Okay, small vacuoles are also present. Some vacuoles are present. Okay, and its nucleus. So it's just a general structure of a cell, that it contains three important components: plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. So what is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance, or we can say it's a fluid which is present between the plasma membrane and the nucleus. Now what does it contain? It contains membrane bound cell organelles and cell inclusions and cytoplasm. Okay, here we can mention It contains cytosol, nucleus, cell organelles, okay, and cell inclusions. Okay, now we can say that a cytoplasm has generally three parts or three components. Cytoplasm mainly contains three components. What are they? Cytosol, cell organelles, and cell inclusions. Cell inclusions. Okay, now we will talk about them: cytosol, cell organelles, and cell inclusions. First of all, we will talk about cytosol. What is cytosol? Cytosol is a liquid which contains 90% of water and 10% of it are what? Cell organelles and cell inclusions. Here we can mention it is a liquid or fluid matrix. It contains 90% of water and cell organelles and inclusions. Okay. Generally, it also contains ions, biomolecules, sugar molecules, enzymes, nutrients, etc. Okay, as it contains so many things. So, what is the function of cytosol? Generally, as I told you, all the cell organelles are present in the cytosol. So, thus we can say these cell organelles perform different functions. So, thus we can say that first of all, the function of cytosol is that it is the seat of metabolic activities because all the cell organelles are present in the cytosol only. So, here we will talk about the function. What is the function of cytosol? It is seat of metabolic activities. Okay. Beside it, as I told you, so many ions and biomolecules are present. So, it helps in the exchange of materials between cytoplasm and nucleus. It helps in exchange of material it helps in the exchange of materials between cytoplasm and nucleus. Okay, it also helps in the exchange of material between the cell organelles also. Okay, it contains different cell organelles. So, thus we can say it is the seat of metabolic activities. So, here we need not to mention it, but we can say that it provides material or required nutrients to the cell organelles for their metabolic activities. As I told you, it contains very nutrients and enzymes also. So, we can say it supplies or it provides nutrients to the cell organelles. Okay, now next we will talk about what cell organelles. Next topic is cell organelles. What are cell organelles? Cell organelles are membrane bound structures, or we can say membrane bound subcomponents, subcellular components. Next topic is cell organelles. Membrane bound subcellular structure or components. You can mention components of cytoplasm are called cell organelles. Okay, they are called cell organelles, and generally they perform, or we can say each cell organelle perform specific function as they are specific in structure and shape. Okay, so what are the types of cell organelles we are going to study in this chapter? Generally, what are they? Golgi body or Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, okay, mitochondria, lysosome, ribosome, plastid, vacuoles. Generally, these are the 7 types of cell organelles which are found in the eukaryotic cell, and we will study about them in the detail in this chapter. Okay, so what are they? Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, lysosome, ribosome, plastid and vacuole. They all are specific in nature and function. Now, we will talk about the third part, that is cell inclusion. Generally, cell inclusion is non-living material of the cell. Third part is cell inclusion. What is cell inclusion? Non-living material which is present in the cytoplasm, that is known as cell inclusion. Non-living material present in the cytoplasm is known as cell inclusion, It may be organic or inorganic or both. It may be organic, inorganic or both. Okay, so whatever known living material is present in the cytoplasm, that is known as cell inclusion. So here we have studied about the cytoplasm, that cytoplasm is a liquid which is present inside the cell between the nucleus and plasma membrane. What does it contain? It contains cytosol, it contains cell organelles, and it contains cell inclusions. Now in our next lecture we will talk about all these cell organelles. Till then, take care. Thank you.